Yeah, we're not going to wait long for people to get on here. Got a long night ahead of us. Just seeing how far behind the feed is. God, that's crazy. It's one thing I really miss about Ustream. All right, I see a watcher. Close enough. I'm sure everybody will get on later. I have a feeling we're going to be busy tonight. Okay, tonight, just released. Kind of release date was today. I know some people got theirs a couple days early. Game of Thrones Season 8. It's finally here. We have in total 6 cases that we're opening. Going to open up as many as I can tonight. There they are. So they're in 2 piles. They're already Rittenhouse numbers their cases. So I just went right in order. The 2 lowest numbered cases are right here. They're going to be for the hit draft. We're doing those first. The other 4 are for the reverse snake. Break spots by blowout cards. So our cases, they're all in the 50s. It was 50, 53, and then I think 56, 7, 8, and 9, I believe is how they went. So this is case 1 of the hit draft. I'm trying to. So the big thing with these are the inscriptions that we're hoping to get some good ones. 2 autographs in each box, 1 being an inscription. Here's our case topper, and this is, there's 4 different ones. CT3, fire cannot kill a dragon. How are you doing tonight, Liz? And it's embossed. It says fire cannot kill a dragon. Okay. So there is a ton of stuff in these, more than usual. You know, I'm talking about different inserts and whatnot. So it's kind of hard to follow. I could imagine. Has there been any talk of you having your shop shut down? Now I'm going to try and go as fast as I can. One of the things I'm going to not do that I usually do is I usually tape up the wrappers after each one, but we're not going to do that. Base, 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 base. There's a gold. The golds they're the same. This, you know, is what they always look like. Yeah, my office. I mean, we're not essential, but there's only 3 people in my office, so it's you know, we meet all of those social gathering standards. Oops. Here's our first foil. Again, it looks just like, you know, these foils, the golds, they're no different than what they always are. I tried to look real quick on a few things. You know, I saw like the, you know, quotables, relationships, they're still the same. But then right there, I believe these are the ones that are 1 and 288. House Stark. So this is the Dragonstone marker, I believe is what this is on the checklist. So these are 1 per case, if I believe, because it's the Dragonstone markers and there's 2 things combined. I don't know if they were just an extension of the map markers. I forgot to pull up the checklist. In 1 second, I'll do that. Map markers and Dragonstone markers. So right, so this is DM1, House Stark. So this is the first Dragonstone marker. And if you could let me know, and when we get to actually showing like autographs and such, oh, there's our first autograph. I took my light down just to see if it really made much of a difference. For me on my end, it's so hard to tell when I look at the my feed on my end. Everything looks so washed out. Foil. So these wrappers are coming apart easy. It's not going to be fun when I have to tape these together. Same thing, here's our quotable. This is number 74. They're the same as they always are. Oh, grab 2 packs for a second. I thought I had a thick one. There's a foil. How did you do in the random? I can't remember. I did decent in one of them, and I did crappy in one. I can't remember which is which. Really shouldn't matter for me as long as I'm able to grab whatever inserts or parallels are available when my spot comes up. Hey Jeff, how are you doing tonight? Oh, second, that's good. Hopefully there'll be a good, here's one of the regular relationships. Hopefully there'll be a good inscription for you. Like I said, I took a few minutes to check like eBay just to see what was what, and I saw some bronze, but I didn't see any of the heavy R-rated versions. There's a foil. And how about you, Rocket Man? How did you do? And didn't somebody post a break early, and they had pulled one of the one of the Jaime Lannisters, a Lannister always pays his debts inscriptions. Oh, these wrappers are gonna kill me here. I have a feeling that the good Braun ones are only going to show up in archive boxes, and that they're also going to be held back for replacements. Oh, you did real good. All right, so got both of our autographs. I'll be honest with you, this first box, the autographs are not anything to write home about. There's our second quotable. If they kept the odds the same, we should still be pulling another gold, right? Golds are usually 1 in 12. There's a foil. I don't think I'm in the first. I think I took one spot in the second case, and I want to say I'm more than halfway down. Foil. This one feels funny. Something in here. Okay, so we got ourselves something. We'll start, move that one off to the side so you can't see it. So we'll start with our non-inscription, Paul Rattray as Harold Karstark. Now, unless he was in one of the early seasons, is this a new signer? Because I don't remember ever pulling a Paul Rattray before. Our inscription, Dominic Carter, and he just wrote his character name. So, no big shakes there. Now, let's see what this extra little item that they gave us was. It's in a soft sleeve. That's always a good sign. I can get past all this damn tape. And we got, right off the bat, Sophie Turner, Peter Dinklage, dual autograph book. You know, I don't like opening them up any more than I have to, so I'm not going to. And let me see. I don't know if this is going to fit in a thick soft sleeve or not. No, I'm not even going to take a chance. I'm going to put it back in the bag it came in. I'll put it in a new one after. I'll take it out one more time to take a picture of it. But jackpot right off the bat. That's always nice. So that can go back there. So our two regular autographs were, Paul Rattray, because he's new, is good. But after that, no big shakes. I need to make some room here. Let's move these up. So whoever is number 1 in case 1, we're gonna have to pull something really nice to have that duel not be number 1. Relationship. Yeah, I wish I had more time to go over the checklist and see exactly what's what. Foil. I did have any of you looked up some of the listings on eBay so far? There's our autograph number 1. Yeah, believe me, if we pull some crazy inscription, I can understand. There's a gold. But if anybody looked, and I think all I did is I just did Game of Thrones Season 8, and then I just did a search. I think I just sorted it by like newly listed, just to see what was on there so far. And I'm a huge fan of Louise Draper. I think her stuff is incredible. And there was an AP sketch of a dragon on there that was pretty damn amazing. Whoops, there's a relic. VR16, some felt from Cersei. So, see, now it's not, this one's not focusing. Let's pull it back. When I showed those autographs in the first box, did they look okay? Like I said, on my end, they look great. I don't know if they come out dark on your end, because like I said, when I look at the ones when I had my light on, the I must have put a regular on a thick. There we go. Yes, the uncut one. It had a like some sort of a scroll like frame around the edges. I saw a bunch of inscriptions, but nothing crazy. I mean, I'm trying to remember which ones I saw, because then I did a search for Jerome Flynn to see which ones are his, and you know, a couple of decent ones, but like I said, none of the crazy ones that I'm sure everybody's going to be hunting for. Another foil. I don't know how hard the relics are to get, but I definitely saw like at least every one of the relics. How does this feel? This is a regular card. It just feels a little thicker to me for some reason. I guess it's just me. Have any of you bought any for yourselves? Or are these breaks the first that you are getting into? See what you get out of here and then take it from there with what you want to finish up with. Okay. Autograph number 2. There's our inscription. Better. It's actually a saying. It's better than just a name or putting Game of Thrones. I think that's the one thing that I don't like about Rittenhouse's inscriptions that they've been doing lately, is when they're pretty much telling the people what the inscriptions have to be, and for somebody to just write their character name or Game of Thrones, that's not an inscription. That doesn't count. There's our quotable. And then somebody posted a break where their inscription, I forget, I don't even remember who the person was that signed it. They couldn't even read what it said. Oh, quotable number 2, back to back. Well, I'm going to say I really think that these first 2 boxes are going to spoil us for the rest of this case. I'll be honest with you. All right, we're just about done. What do you want to see first? The inscription or the non-inscription? Foil. I wish I had some free time. I would have loved to have rewatched the show, or at least season 8, to refresh my memory. Oh, wait a minute, I covered it up. Non-inscription, you sure that's the one you want to see first? Dual autograph. Rory McCann, Maisie Williams. Oh, this is killing me that these things don't want to focus. Oh, there it goes. I would have gone with the inscription first. Still a better than average inscription too. So this is Pilu Asbak, and I believe it says, "I paid the iron price." I guess I should let's see, the autographs. Didn't they have the autographs separated, the inscriptions? Let me just make sure. Where is he at? They're not alphabetical. Oh, what the hell? Oh, there it is. I paid the iron price, yeah. Okay, cool. Inscription. Okay, on the box 3. Nowhere to go but down. There's our golds. I didn't get a ton, by the way, but I was able to secure some promos for this to mail out with everybody with their stuff. So if you, I'm sure it's just P1. I didn't look at it, but if you already have it and you don't want it, let me know, because I'm sure I don't have enough to go around the whole break. Unless maybe, because so many people took a lot of spots, maybe it'll come out to the end. I want to say I might have 25 of them. Here's an acetate card. So this is T5. It's Tyrion. So let's see. I'm going to guess this is called the Iron Throne. For the Throne, I'm going to guess this is. No, that's an F. Where? Oh, it just says Game of Thrones acetate cards. 1 in 96 packs. 20 cards in the set. So hey, Vinny, how you doing? We're having it. We actually pulled 2 big ones already. We got a booklet of Sophie Turner and Peter Dinklage, and then we also got a duel of Rory McCann and Maisie Williams. There's our relationship. So now Liz already said that she is still working. How about Jeff and Vinny? How about you two? Are you essential, not essential? You work from home anyway? Oh no, well Vinny, you're a professor, right? So I guess you're. Oh no, wait a minute. Didn't you retire? Why am I? I'm trying to remember now. Our inscription. What do you mean you feel neglected? So hard to keep track of everybody. Well, how are you doing tonight, Mike? And are you working, not working? Infected, not infected? If you can't joke about it, what good is it, right? I have the ability to work from home if I need to, but I'd rather go to work. Like I said at the beginning, I work in a very small office, so I don't have to, I'm not really around many people, and it's the same people every day. Second autograph. It's a gold signature. The one good thing though is that my wife and kids are both home for, the next. My wife is minimum 5 weeks, and my kids are minimum 3 weeks. So I'm going to make them sort all these base sets. Foil. And quotable. Is the base set 100 cards? The base set's only 60 cards. Well, that's good for me because if I'll end up probably taking the foil, so I should be able to get a full set. Yeah, my son actually he took the SATs last weekend. My son's a junior also. He his was the only where he was testing was the only testing that was still open. Everybody else had closed. Thank goodness for us. Okay, so we have a gold. Lino Facioli. Well, he grew up. Inscription, Shea. You know, I can't say for a fact, Mike, but I'm pretty sure I know who bought that Rose Leslie autograph. One of the people that does my mail service just uploaded their inbox that their incoming, excuse me, that they have that autograph coming in. So unless there was more than one up there, I'm going to guess that he bought it out from under you. Here's our gold. You know what, I'm going to reorganize a little bit here, make some room. Well, that's the tough thing that we don't know, is because everything's listed as scarce. She could have signed one like that, and she could have signed 10 like that. Because what is it? Scarce is up to 50? How do they list scarce on these? 100 or less. She could have signed 100. Here's a gold relationships, number 81 of 175. Not like that foil is really going to show up well, but oh wait a minute, that's right. All golds go together. Foil. Well, that's the thing. You got to be able to put in the time, Vinny. Inscription. Okay. Foil. You know, Vinny, I saw you had posted in Quotables the COMC thread today. I've been trying to follow that. I bought cards from there a long time ago. I've never sent anything in. I was thinking about it, and I was trying to get rid of all these extras, but it turned out it wasn't even worth it. But see, they seem pretty messed up right now. I mean, months behind on their submissions, and now they're shutting down, or at least restricting. And relationships. Foil. Ooh, almost dropped that one. Autograph. I know I've never pulled this autograph before either. Foil. Yes, Nathan, this is case 1. No, this is, I'm doing the hit draft first. So this is case 1 of the hit draft. My goal is tonight to be able to do both cases of the hit draft and do 1, maybe 2 cases of the reverse draft. But I figured if I can, it's easier to do the hit draft ones first, just because they're 2 individual cases. That's why I want to try and do, both cases of one of the reverses and not leave you guys hanging. Hey, and guess what? I will be submitting a break for an archive box. Just 1, at least that's all I was told so far. Foil. I haven't even looked at the contents of the box to figure out a price, breakdown. But because it's brand new, it sure isn't cheap. Okay, so we start with, what is this guy? Chukwuemeka. I can't place this guy at all. Yeah, I'll definitely be taking 1 spot in that. And the Waif, Faye Marseille, Game of Faces. Relationships. Okay. There's our first autograph. I have no idea. Don't know. That's a new one too. So I guess a lot of these new signers are lesser characters. And then also the fact that I haven't watched the show since season 8 ended. There's our first beautiful death. These are really rare this year, huh? Number 71. What are the odds on beautiful deaths? There's only 6 of them, and 1 in 72 packs. Wow. All right, so we're only going to get 4. Oh, I guess if there's only 6 in the set. You do the same, Vinny. Actually, I'm going to jump back to the checklist for a second. I just want to see certain things. All right, so 2, let's see, for the throne, 2 in a case. So we have not pulled one of those yet. Excuse me 1 second. We haven't pulled one of those. We pulled 1 acetate. Are these odds right? There's a gold. I mean, maybe it's just the way I'm grabbing the boxes. So you have a chance of getting 2 relics. The odds are weird. And there's no odds listed on the sketch cards at all. Scenic sketch cards are 1 in 2 cases. But then character sketch cards, there's no odds on those. So, all right, let's see. Oh, I have the wrong. Did I copy the wrong one? Oh, that's my bad. I said in the beginning of the video. Let me fix that. Shoot. I don't. I copied from the wrong one. When I started the video, I said that this was for the hit draft. I didn't even realize I grabbed the wrong one when I did it. Crud. Hit draft. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. My bad. I'm sure somebody will. I tell you, I've been noticing a lot of dings on the cards, the base cards and the foils. Nothing on the inserts that I noticed. Hopefully that won't have any real big bearing on making sets, since it's only a 60 card set. But you do make a good point, Mike. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I did say that this was for the hit draft. So at least I got myself covered that way. And I don't know when I change the title, does that automatically change for you guys? Here's one of these acetate cards of Sam. You know, it stinks about these base cards being messed up. Is my wife and kids were going to sort all these base sets for me, but I'd want them to skip the bad cards if possible. They're probably not even going to pay attention. Autograph number 2. That's an inscription, and real quick when I looked at it, I could not even see what the inscription was. Hopefully it's legible. I just didn't catch it. Quotable. And we end with a foil. I know most people don't care about the base, but I do. All right, let's start with Adele Smith Kennedy. Now with the autographs. Yeah, she's very common. She doesn't even have a limited next to her name. I know it says Aileen on the back. And just so. Oh, I thought it was Milos. It's Miltos Eurolimo. See, now he's somebody I would think would have a decent amount of. He had tons of like little things he would say when he was training Aria. Well, if nobody else here knows when Liz comes back, we can ask her. There's a gold. Oh, there you go. Do you remember who Aileen was? Aileen. We pulled an autograph of her. I didn't know. Adele Smith Kennedy is the actress's name. And no, you did not miss anything. We did pull our first beautiful deck. Foil. Relationships. Here's a gold, Beautiful Death. These are numbered out of 150. And it's the same one, number 71, that we got the regular version of. And that goes with the golds. We also pulled a Jamie character sketch. No, this is one of the regular. This is a Beautiful Death. Number 71. I thought you were watching the whole time. And we just pulled the gold version of it. Do foil. Ah. No clue who that is. You got that right. I wish I had an energy drink handy, but I was considering that soda, so oh, and there's autograph number 2. What do we get here? Okay, that one's okay. The real fun's going to be when I get to the end of case 3 and you guys see me fall asleep. Wait and see if Russell posts. He's seen me fall asleep, I think, twice. What'll happen is when you get, hold on. If you see me do this, I'll grab a pack and I just stop like that. That means I'm starting to go. But I think one time I was out for a couple of minutes before I woke back up. But like I said, if I can get 3 cases done tonight and then 3 cases tomorrow, and then spend all day Saturday sorting and scanning, I'll be happy. Quotables. But yeah, when we did, I mean, there's been a couple of breaks that, because I'll start late, and geez, it could be 2, 3 in the morning. I don't even know why I bothered to go to work the next day. I'm complete garbage then. Where are you in this one? Foil. All right, so we start with, I have no clue who, Philip McGinley as Anguy. I mean, just judging by what he looks like, I'm guessing he's with oh crap, Barrick, the Richard Dormer guy. He kind of looks like somebody that might have been with that group. All right, not the R-rated one, but Only I Get to Kill You. Now I know I saw one or two of these on eBay. So now you got the duel, the book. This one is good. The Cersei relic. So you'll get something decent for what we've got so far. Sometimes I wonder what show I was watching, because I see a lot of, like, maybe I just don't pay attention as well as some of you other ones do. Relationships. And I'm also gonna have to guess, since we got him, we're not gonna get another one. And I mean, really, barring the sketch, I can't imagine anything else that would top the duel going, the Arya Hound going number 2. Foil. There's quotables. You know, I feel like I'm going as quickly as I can, but geez, it's been an hour already, and I still have 5.5 boxes to go. There's a gold. Now, I thought these are supposed to be one a case. So here's Dragonstone marker number 2, House Lannister. And I mean, it's card number 2 as well as being the second one. But the checklist has these listed at 1 and 288. Map markers and Dragonstone markers. So maybe they're not really 1 and 288. And then what's the one? There's still one insert we haven't pulled yet, and the odds are we should be getting, I think, 3 of them in the case. So I'm not sure what's going on there. That's the character name. It was Adele Smith Kennedy. She's on there. She has no rarity listing, and it's a bordered. So there aren't too many of the bordered. It was pretty far up on the list. But now I'm on Rittenhouse's website. So looking at their checklist. So we have For the Throne, 11 cards. Odds are 1 in 144, so we should get 2. We have not gotten any yet. And then we've got 2 acetate cards, so we should get 1 more. And then the map markers and Dragonstones, we got 2, and we should only get 1. Relic, we got 1, so we're probably done there. And then character sketches have no odds, so they're probably like 1 in 10 cases, since scene sketches are 1 in 2 cases. And then that's it. So we're looking for the Thrones. Unless they look just like a base card and I went right past them. There's autograph number 2. Foil. Quotable. And a foil. Alright, so we'll start with a Valerian version of Hannah Waddingham. See, now, even though I don't collect the autographs, I think I would want a shame inscription of hers. And, wow, what in the hell does that say? Ian White as 1/1. Let me go to the checklist. Where was he? Wow, there's a lot of inscriptions. Ramsey will pay. That's what that says. Oh, look at that. That's what I get for clicking off to the side. Yeah, I'm just saying. I just maybe it's because I listen to Howard Stern some mornings. They play that all the time when somebody does something not good. gold. There's a foil. Oh, this one feels heavy. Maybe this is one of these other inserts. Yep, here we go. What do we got here? It's a metal card. So I guess this is for the throne since it's F6. I love me metal cards. Jon Snow. And so let me just make sure that that is them. I mean, it's got to be. It's the only thing we haven't pulled yet, right? Let's see. For the throne. And yep, F6 is Jon Snow. So we're good there. I'm trying. Foil. Description. So does anybody think this is it for Game of Thrones cards, or is there going to be another set? I mean, Inflections is a lot more fun now that it's cheaper, but definitely not the best set. So I'm just wondering now that they released a Season 8 if they'll try and do one more all-encompassing set. Foil. This might be another one. This might be the other one of those cards. Nope. Felt heavier, but it wasn't. It's just a relationship. Maybe there'll be a yeah, that's true. Here's a foil. I really think when they put out the Star Trek Inflections and all of the sketches that they used, a lot of them were just old holdback sketches. And then they had put a foil stamp on the back saying Inflections. I think they should have done that on all the autographs too. And I mean, also you look at it, I mean, they got Leonard Nimoy autographs in there. Foil. That's definitely one thing that you can positively say, There's a Beautiful Death, about Rittenhouse is that they think ahead. I wonder how much money they actually get tied up. Like, just say the Nimoys, for instance. So they had, you know, I don't know how many autographs. Let's just say it was 100. Probably more than that. How much money they have tied up in autographs that they haven't released. Quotable. And a foil. So we have Beautiful Death number 68. Our inscription. I have something things. Roxanne McKee. All right. Okay, you guys will know. You guys will, while I'm looking it up, you'll get it before me by the time I find her on the list. I have seen things. Okay. If that's the word seen, so be it. To answer that question, Liz, about sketches, sketches are listed as one for every 2 cases, and then character sketches have no odds listed on them, so they must be, you know, like I was saying, just taking a guess, 1 in 10 cases. Richard Dormer, Full Bleed. But the crazy thing is, with how many that they did hold back, you know, like you say, their reserves, how many they didn't make reserves of. I mean, like Amelia Clark, for instance. They had to go and buy, and Jason Momoa, they had to go and buy autographs on the secondary market to make their cards. Gold. And same thing with these booklets that they're doing. I mean, the reason why they're making them, I don't know about, you know, not all the signers, but some of these signers, they don't have, they've got to go and use old cards and cut them up or buy them back off the secondary market. We got a sketch. It is not a character sketch. Well, he said if they ever go bankrupt, isn't that what happened with Inkworks? That was kind of, I really wasn't paying attention when that happened, but they had that whole like kind of autograph thing you could get. I forget, it was like called like the Vault or something. This is not Roy Cover. There's a gold autograph. I don't know who this is either. I mean, just from the look of the guy, I can guess where he's from. You know, like in the show, but not 100% sure. Not Eugene Simon. You know, somebody actually had brought up a question. That's a good point, though, about, oh, this is cool. It's, here's the inscription, but it's in gold ink. Is Roy Cover, has he done any sketch work not for Rittenhouse? Foil. I'm still waiting for that card to make its way back here eventually, Liz. Who did you send it to? I'm drawing a blank now. Somebody had sent me a message a while back that it was on its way to somebody else. Maybe that's who it was. Okay. I bet you it's an old product, though. I mean, I've only seen him on Rittenhouse stuff for the longest time. Foil. You know, if it's like Galaxy One or something like that, where it's from something from 10 years ago. All right. We'll start with this one here. Gold Dan Hildebrand as Krasnus Mo Naklaz. But looking at his costume and stuff, so I guess he's from, oh God, why am I? It's terrible that I can't remember the names of anything anymore. Where Daenerys went to free all the people. Somewhere down in that area. All right. Tim Plester. It's a nice day for a red wedding. And he signed it in gold, which actually is kind of nice. It's like got a good shine to it. Okay. Iconic literature though, that's one of the independent ones. Like a Perna set or something. And you can add one more dragon sketch, but we got ourselves Charles Hall. There we go. Nice sketch. Never read the books. I couldn't tell you the last time I read a book. I remember when I used to read books when I had some free time. Gold. All right, so based on our odds here, so we've got another one of these metal cards, the For the Thrones we should be getting. Two more Beautiful Deaths, I believe, out of these last 3 boxes. Maybe a Relic if we're lucky. Oh, this feels heavy. Yeah, here it is. Number 9. I mean, it's a dragon. I don't know if this is, unless this is supposed to be the Night King, technically. Because this is a zombie dragon. Yeah, Siri. So why would... I would think it would have been everybody that had a shot at the throne, but whatever. Still a cool card. Yeah, he is in a lot of products. I think he must just keep sketching even when there isn't a product. So that way they're just always there. Because does I mean, I'd have to check and see like some other sketches, the backs. I mean, it just has a picture of the Iron Throne in the back. Foil. The one thing that's nice though is that they, at least they're making the sketches, you know, rare, hard, you know, especially for a non-comic set. You know, it's one thing when they had the Marvel and DC licenses, and you know, you get a sketch a box. That's to be expected. But something like this, where you're only going to get 1 or 2 sketches in a case, that makes a lot more sense. And also they get a lot better artist list because of that, because they don't have to produce so many. Foil. Relationship. All right, so we got that second For the Throne. So again, we're 2 Beautiful Deaths, maybe a Relic. I think that's it. Foil. The one thing I like that Rittenhouse does, but they didn't do it in here, they did it in Inflections, is where they have one of the sets, you can get the original artwork. Oh no, a double. Not good. And you know when you get a double, you're definitely not getting somebody good. Well, think all we have left is a quotable we didn't pull yet, right? Yep, and there it is. Quotable. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. This pack felt rigid to me, but nope. And foil. All right, our double. Philip McGinley. And Hale Brand the Broken. Lino Facioli. Two more boxes to go. Excuse me 1 second. I'll take a drink. Gold. Foil. There's acetate card. What was that here? No, Theon. Theon. Foil. Is everybody done talking? Autograph number 1. Foil with a ding in it. Oh, what am I doing? Finish this row. Quotables. Foil. Relationship. So did anybody have any plans to go to any shows or anything upcoming that got canceled? I'm trying. Autograph number 2. I know somebody posted on NSU today that there's Beautiful Death, that Cryptozoic has pulled out of all their shows up to Philly, so that's not a good sign. Philly's the only show that I go to. That's the only one nearby. I'm not counting the National. I was going to go to that since it's in Atlantic City, but I don't really collect sports cards. I'll buy a little soccer, maybe pick up a couple autographed baseballs, and then call it a day. Quotables, that's of course assuming they actually have the show. If they have it and it's lightly attended, I guess it's good for people that do go. They'll get good deals. And foil. You gonna go? Beautiful Death 70. I just go as a spectator, not setting up. You Don't Know, Natalia Tena. My daughter doesn't even really collect or anything, but she loves going to the Philly show with me. And we got ourselves a blue Jack Gleason. I know it's a little show, but I just read that he just started acting again. He had taken some time off. That's one thing in general. I mean, and maybe it's because most of the actors from Game of Thrones there's a gold, are not American. We don't see them as much. But let's see, I've seen Tormund in some movies. Emilia Clarke's been doing a crappy rom-coms. uh, eh. I mean, Arya, she was doing stuff before Game of Thrones, and if New Mutants ever comes out, gold relationship number 55. What was she in The Mandalorian? And then Chapman, he was in 1917. He was one of the co-leads, I believe. I didn't see the movie. Foil. I'm not following. She held her breath too long. She was turning blue. Why does that not help me? Oh, the girlfriend? Okay. Foil. Quotable. I don't know how rare they're going to be. Did you see Gina Carano's in the Women of Star Wars checklist? Foil. Relationship. Let's see who else. The High Sparrow guy. He's been in a ton of things, but that was before Game of Thrones. I always get it mixed up. Which one of the Sand Sisters? She's got an Oscar. And autograph number 2. Foil. Okay. There's Beautiful Death, number 4. Ramsey did that crappy Inhumans TV show. Foil. Quotable. Well, I have to apologize, Mike. No monster hitting in this last box. And foil. So we got Beautiful Death 72. Who am I? Oh, matter of fact, there he is now, Ramsey. And at least we end on a duel. So we got Pilu Asbak and Mark Rissman. Okay, case number 1 is done for the hit draft. So, highlights on this case. The Cersei Relic, Charles Hall sketch of a dragon. It's got Blue Jack Gleason, duel of Rory McCann and Maisie Williams. Let's see, nobody Valerian. Full Bleeds, Richard Dormer. And then in our inscriptions, I put the wrong soft sleeve on one of them. Let's see, Ramsey, OSHA. Let's see, just Tim Plester was a good one. Nice day for Red Wedding. We got Jerome Flynn, Only I Get to Kill You. And I Paid the Iron Price, Pilu Asbak. And the biggie is the booklet right here. I'm not going to take it back out, but it's Sophie Turner, Peter Dinklage dual autograph. We did get 2 of the Dragonstone markers, which, based off of the checklist, you're only supposed to get 1. So that's the only other thing possible positive. So I think it was a pretty good case. I'm going to stop this so that the video ends. Usually I wait to upload the video, but the videos now seem to take at least a half an hour before they're actually published to my page. So I'm not going to wait that long. So I'm going to stop just for a few minutes, just enough time for me to get out and go back in so that it doesn't screw me up like it usually does. So if you're watching and you're not going anywhere, don't go anywhere because I'll be back in just a minute. Thanks for watching.